You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, I'm going to talk about my North Carolina Tar Heels football coaching search, Christmas wish list by giving you my top 3 coaching choices, starting with number 3 and finishing with number 1. Now, I want to emphasize the fact that this is simply a wish list and not anything that I'm hearing about who Carolina is actively speaking to. This is simply what would be your boys' top choices, as today is the last day that head coach Mack Brown is on the payroll. So without further ado, let's jump into this thing. I got Santa Claus here with me, and I'm going to talk to him about who I want the Carolina coach to be following Mack Brown. So, number 3, I'm going to go with Matt Campbell from Iowa State. Now, Matt Campbell is in his 9th year at Iowa State, and he's only got a 62-50 record as a Cyclone. Iowa State was 3-9 in his first season in Ames, but he's won 7 or more games in 7 of the 9 seasons that he's been there. Now, that may not necessarily get you all hot and bothered, and on the surface, I would actually agree, but here's the silver lining. Matt Campbell's highest recruiting class was a top 50 class in 2022. Now, that equates to me that he does more with less. And if you can win in Ames, Iowa, we're talking about a program that does not reside in a state that has a ton of big football recruits. Imagine if he were in the fairgrounds of North Carolina. Now, Campbell Cyclones are 9-2, 6-2 in the conference right now, and they're still in position to compete for a conference title, something that program hasn't accomplished since 1912. Now, he's a Midwest guy, but he's maybe worth taking a look at. And I guess Ramesses likes him too because he's daggone barking. So, number 2 would be Jon Sumrall from Tulane. Now, I'm a big Jon Sumrall fan. 2 years at Troy, going 12-2 and 11-2 at Troy University. He brought home 2 Sun Belt Conference championships before leaving for the Green Wave in New Orleans. In his first year at Tulane, he's got a 9-3 record, and they will be playing for an American Athletic Conference championship against the Army Black Knights on December 6th. Now, Jon is a young guy. He's literally only 4 years older than I am, man. So I think that bodes well long-term if we could convince him that he can be great at Carolina. The question is, would he be willing to leave Tulane after only 1 season? Not to mention, he played at Kentucky before having a career-ending injury. And with UK potentially parting ways with Stoops, it's kind of up in the air still. Would Jon be interested in going back to his alma mater? Now, fighting that uphill battle in the SEC, that's something he would have to take into consideration. I mean, like, what legitimate shot does UK have at competing annually in the Southeastern Conference, right? Or does he see the potential of Carolina in a mediocre ACC where FSU is all the way stinking down? Clemson is not the same program as of old, and it really is open for the taking. You could do some special things at Carolina, man. I'd love to see a really young guy like Jon Sumrall come in, inject some young man juice, pause into the program, and take this thing to the next level. I just feel like Jon is an accountability guy that will hold guys accountable, and he's got a winning pedigree. The dude's 32-7 right now as a head football coach. I like that off the jump. At number 1, and you guys can stink and call me crazy, but if I'm Bubba Cunningham and the big donors really wanted to show that they are serious about making football great at Carolina, I'm looking at who is the guy that can bring the most attention here And I'm daggone calling Neon Deion, and I'm making him tell me no. I am offering that guy the stinking bag. I'm hoping that we can talk to Michael Jordan or somebody, bro, all the donors, and do some kind of unlimited NIL thing. Obviously, within reason, unlimited NIL. Give that guy the stinking bag. Now, hear me out. Shador, Shiloh, Travis, they are all gone after this year. And he has no ties to Colorado. So no reason to stay after they stink and leave. Here are my reasons. Number one, recruiting. Colorado had the number 58 recruiting class in 2022. 2023, Colorado signs the number 21 class, including the number 14 rated player and number 1 rated cornerback in the country. From Florida, he recruited him to Boulder, Colorado. 2024, Colorado signed the number 22 class and signed the number 13 rated player and the number 1 interior offensive line in the country. From Florida, he recruited him to Boulder, Colorado. Dude. And then he also signed 2 other top 100 recruits from Texas and Georgia in wide receiver Traylon Miller and athlete Cam Michael. 2025, they're on pace right now to sign the 32nd rated class, including the number 115 rated player and 9th rated quarterback in the country, Julian Lewis. From Georgia, he's recruiting them to Boulder, Colorado. Now, if he can convince these kids to come to Boulder, Colorado, up in the frigid mountains, imagine what he could do in the beautiful college town of Chapel Hill, nestled right in the middle of the South and the North. Every top recruit, and this is number 2 reason, every top recruit in North Carolina would come to UNC. Every top recruit in Virginia, Tennessee, South Carolina would come to Carolina. Hell, that dude might even stinking poach guys from Georgia if he got the stinking head coach job at Carolina. He'd bring kids with him. He'd bring instant swag to the university. Neon Deion, Jordan Brand, Shades, Carolina Blue. Bro, we would be the talk of college football. I'm telling you right now, man, I'd call Deion Sanders and make him tell me no, and I would offer him the stinking sky. But once again, that's just my daggone Christmas wish list. So you tell me what you think about Russ's coaching search Christmas wish list down in the comments section, Tar Heel and College Football Nation. Is your boy stinking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, or do these guys that I just listed right here make sense? Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and may Santa grant your boy his wish. Go Eagles.